Hi there, Aries. Welcome and thank you for tuning into my channel, The Fool's Journey Tarot. You are watching a general love reading for the sign of Aries for the month of March 2021. I want to remind my viewers this is a general love reading, and of course that means it can apply to any kind of situation or circumstance that you may be dealing with in any type of relationship, romantic or otherwise. It's also important to maintain some flexibility with the cards and the energy. You might be represented by any of the characters that shows up in the cards, regardless of gender. You may feel like this is a personal reading for you, or you could end up feeling like a cross-watcher for somebody else that you're dealing with. Parts of the reading may resonate for you, while other parts may not, so take what does and leave behind the rest. I hope you enjoy the reading. Obviously, I hope it resonates for you, but more importantly, I hope you get something out of it. I hope that it's beneficial to you in some way, shape, or form, even if you were just entertained by it. Okay, Aries? So we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to give this first deck one more good shuffle and a cut, and we're going to get started and see what's in the cards for Aries for March 2021. Here we go. We're going to start off with the Fool, paired with the Seven of Wands in reverse. Death in reverse. Three of Swords in reverse. Ace of Cups. Two of Wands. The Knight of Pentacles. And the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So Aries, what is going on for you? You might feel like it's time for you to take a chance on something, make a move on something, try something new. This could apply to a relationship or something else, a job opportunity. It looks like there is a decision to be made, a path to be chosen. We have the Nine of Wands, Page of Swords, Three of Swords again in reverse, Three of Cups, Three of Pentacles in reverse, Ten of Wands in reverse, Four of Swords in reverse, and then we have the Star in reverse. So we have the Three of Swords twice in reverse. We have the Three of Cups and the Three of Pentacles in reverse. You could be dealing with a third-party situation. It feels like something from the past, but it might be lingering. There might be some pain and hurt lingering, or you might just be working through it still. When I say third party, this could be in any kind of form. This could be third party with regard to a romantic relationship. This could be third party with regard to someone that you work with or people that you work with. Third party can just indicate there may have been some grief or some conflict surrounding other people or another person. Somebody who maybe was getting involved where they shouldn't have, or stirring the pot, or again, you know, it could be infidelity if it's a relationship, that type of thing. Let's get some more cards out and see what else we get here. Ace of Wands in reverse. Ten of Cups in reverse. The Emperor in reverse. Knight of Cups in reverse. Eight of Cups in reverse. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Death again, this time in the upright position. And the Six of Swords. Okay, I feel like this could be a workplace situation based on what I'm seeing so far, Aries. It feels like there were some connections, or was a connection. It feels like there's multiple connections represented on the table. I feel like you're trying to make something work out with at least two other people. So this is a group dynamic. There's something going on here that indicates it could be work related, or maybe you were creating something or building something together. There was some kind of opportunity at hand that seems to have petered out or ended, or some kind of conflict caused you to walk away from this opportunity. It may be that it's possibly that not everybody was on the same page, or there were too many disagreements, or people weren't seeing things the way others were. And I feel like you've walked away from this opportunity. It could be that you're looking at possibly returning to the relationships themselves to work on those. But it also feels like you're kind of relieving yourself of whatever it is you were doing with this person or group of people. But maybe there is an opportunity to salvage the relationships themselves. And again, I say relationships because I think that there's more than one person. So it does not feel like a romantic connection to me. So if you're looking for a reading regarding a romantic connection, this is probably not your reading, because this feels like this involves more than one other person. Let's get some more information on the table for Aries. See what else we got. We have the Seven of Cups. Two of Swords in reverse. The Four of Cups. King of Pentacles in reverse. Two of Pentacles. Seven of Wands in reverse again. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. And then we have Strength in reverse. Okay, this feels like a situation where, again, there was some kind of collaboration or a group of people working together, definitely more than one other person. Things didn't seem to be going well, again, because possibly people were not on the same page. There may have been disagreements. You may have realized that you couldn't work together for some reason, that there were some, maybe skill sets weren't matching up, or lack of communication, maybe miscommunication. We do have a King of Pentacles in reverse on the table here. I feel like this is somebody you were dealing with, Aries. This is somebody within the group. This could have been somebody who kind of did not have it all together, or maybe wasn't participating in the manner that you had hoped they would. Again, maybe didn't bring to the table what others were. There is an indication in the cards that maybe the opportunity to work together or collaborate together with whatever you were doing with these other people is lost. But the relationships themselves don't seem to be. Or there is an opportunity to return, to see maybe if you can repair what damage may have been done due to the inability to work together. And now that you've kind of relieved yourself of that opportunity, perhaps you can move forward within the relationships themselves. There is some significant frustration and healing. You might feel like you're spinning your wheels, that putting in any more energy into this is not worthwhile, that maybe the motivation behind even moving forward with these particular relationships was kind of spurred on by the fact that you had this opportunity and connection with these people, this group, colleagues, co-workers, business partners, friends. Let's get some more cards on the table. Empress in reverse. 5 of Cups in reverse. 3 of Cups again, this time in reverse. Page of Wands. 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Page of Pentacles in reverse. Judgment. And then we have the Hierophant. I feel like there may have been some kind of conclusion, that you've come to some kind of conclusion that this just wasn't going to work out. Too many people were unhappy. There were too many disagreements. I don't necessarily feel fighting or arguing, but I do feel like there's just the sense like we all are on a different page. We're not headed in the same direction. We didn't have the same concept in our head when we decided to move forward with this. The right thing is to let it go, put an end to this, because it just, from conception, it wasn't materializing the way the group thought that it would, because I feel like everybody had a different idea in their head about where this was going. This King of Pentacles feels like this person could have been a disagreeable individual, or someone who may have been more responsible than others with regard to some dissatisfaction within the group, or people not getting along. It's interesting because, and we do have an Emperor and Empress in reverse on the table. I'm not necessarily attributing these energies to one specific person. It feels more like it's kind of the energy of the situation rather than a specific person. This might be family related. This might be a group of family members. And the cards are indicating that if you let go or leave this opportunity behind, whatever it is that you were collaborating on together or working on together, that the relationships might be salvaged. It's kind of a trade-off. It feels like a trade-off. Well, if we give up this opportunity or what we were trying to work on or work toward, we can salvage the relationships themselves. Because I think this caused a lot of grief amongst those that were involved or are involved, if this is a current situation. Let me get another set of cards out here, see if we can't get anything else. For Aries, March 2021, we have the Seven of Wands again in reverse. Ace of Pentacles again in reverse. The Page of Cups, this time in the upright. King of Swords in reverse. Nine of Wands. The World in reverse. The Lovers. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. And by the way, for those of you who are unfamiliar with my channel, or maybe you haven't seen him in a while, this is Sylvester. He's a special little man. He is really special. So I want to talk a little bit more about this King of Pentacles, because this person does seem to be one of the more significant individuals with regard to the situation. I have a feeling this particular person was very disagreeable. Maybe the type of individual who kind of needed to have things their way. I want to remind you the King of Pentacles can represent male or female. It doesn't matter. It's about the energy, not the gender of the card. This King of Swords in reverse came out on top of him. I feel like there's, again, it feels like there was a lack of communication and inability to communicate well, or miscommunication. I think that may have factored into some of the issues with regard to this situation. This person may have tried to apologize, but I think that the damage was already done. I think the damage was probably already done, and whoever this reading is for had already kind of made a decision in their head. It's time to let this go. If the relationships with regard to whatever the situation is are going to be salvaged, then the opportunity needs to be let go so that the focus can be on the connections themselves and not the opportunity associated with those connections. I feel like this is a decision that's been made. I think that also it's been communicated. At least by one person who was significant enough in the situation that if this person lets this go, or if this person walks away from the situation, then it's probably a done deal. In other words, I feel like this was a group dynamic or a working relationship where all parties involved needed to be part of the collaboration, or it couldn't work. In other words, if one person says, I'm out, I'm walking away, then it's probably a done deal for the rest of the people. And again, especially with this Ten of Pentacles in reverse coming out, I feel like this could potentially be a family dynamic. If it's not a family dynamic, it could be a group of people who are very closely connected. It could be relationships of longevity, people you've known for a while. There's almost, in the cards are indicating to me that there's almost a contingency, not contingency, I don't know, what's the word I'm trying to think of. It's, there is a hope to, or a promise to, or a desire to return, again, to work on the relationships or connections themselves, but only if this other thing is let go. Only if this other opportunity is left to the wayside. Because that's the right thing to do at this point in time. So Aries, we're going to get a Dreams of Gaia tarot card for you, and while I look at these cards a little bit more, we'll shuffle these up and get one last card, maybe some last words, maybe some words of encouragement, some advice from Spirit, something that will help you move forward. I do feel like this is a current situation, so this could be something that you're currently dealing with, Aries. This could be a situation, for example, where you maybe just made the decision that this is how it has to be, so now I'm going to communicate this to the others involved and start paving the way to make some progress forward with regard to the connections themselves. Because again, I do believe with this Ace of Pentacles coming out twice in reverse, there's some indication here that there's just this need to let this one thing go. This one thing that may have been the roadblock, or the thing that was causing the issues, or the thing that couldn't be agreed upon, or the thing that was keeping you from moving forward or feeling content. And I don't think it was just you, Aries. I think, again, this seems to be a group dynamic. I think that this King of Pentacles, it could be that this King of Pentacles is maybe apologizing for his part and whatever that looks like with regard to why this didn't work out for you. Because I think this King of Pentacles still wants to move forward with this, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. So this King of Pentacles might be saying, look, I know I did you wrong, or I know I didn't play my part, or I didn't contribute, what I needed to. Can we, let that go, look past that, try again? I get the feeling this King of Pentacles wants to do that, but I don't think that he's going to be well received by others, and specifically you, Aries. And again, I want to remind you, if you don't feel like this is your reading, if this is not resonating for you, you could be one of the people involved. So maybe you're a cross watcher, you could be this King of Pentacles energy, or you could be an outsider looking in, someone who is connected with somebody dealing with a situation like this. So just bear that in mind, be flexible with the energy. So I'm going to get one card for you, Aries, hopefully one Dreams of Gaia tarot card, and we're going to wrap this up. Sylvester, you make this very difficult to shuffle, but you're very cute, and I'm not going to push him off. I'm at the end of the reading. He can stay here. Look at me go. I'm at 23 minutes. Did really good with time. This was kind of one of those readings that feels like kind of a general scenario, and definitely involves a group dynamic. There is not a single energy on this table that feels significantly stronger than others. So I do feel like whoever I'm reading for is dealing with the situation within a group dynamic, family situation, or something of that nature. Okay, I pulled 3. I didn't really mean to, but I will read them because they came out. So we have the 5 of water in reverse. We have emotion and intelligence in reverse. It's the 11 of card, emotion, intelligence, and of water. And this would be the Page of Cups in the traditional Rider-Waite, but these 11 cards, the Page cards, are significantly different in this deck. And then we have the Queen of Fire. So Aries, this could definitely represent you. Of course, the Queen of Wands, Queen of Fire, is an Aries card. And so this could represent your energy. We're going to go ahead and read the Queen of Fire first. The 11 cards are kind of long, so I'll save that for last. And then the 5 of water I'll read second. Queen of Fire is relatively short, and the court cards in this particular deck are pretty similar to your traditional Rider-Waite. I will display the card for you so you can see it. I can't move much closer to the camera because Sylvester's in my lap, so hopefully you can see it pretty well. And here we go, Aries. The Queen of Fire is a strong and powerful woman. She is someone who is not afraid to go after that which she desires most. She is focused and determined and very optimistic. Those around her find her charismatic and engaging. Her warm and expansive nature draws people to her like moths to a flame. She's also a very primal, sensual woman. She engages her senses in all that she does. She's the type of person who will always look you in the eye, will reach out and touch your hand and listen closely, giving you all of her attention. She savors life like it is a glass of wine or velvety dark chocolate. She is vibrant, alive, and unforgettable. She has the power to change your life in the moment you first meet her. Her independent nature makes her a natural leader, not a follower. Her confident and self-assured manner has her achieving all that she sets her mind to, and because she is so embracing and kind and not interested in competing with anyone, she is loved by many. A natural extrovert, she loves being the center of attention, but she also gives her attention in equal measure. When the Queen of Fire appears in your reading, she's asking you to be optimistic and positive. Now it is the time to focus on the pleasure of life and enjoying what you do. Be bold and be daring, be fearless. Now is not the time to second guess yourself or allow doubts to prevent you from acting upon an idea or plan that you know will bring positive change and growth to your life. She also suggests that you seek out a Queen of Fire type if you need help. She has a vast network of friends and associates, and she is only too happy to point you in the right direction if you are looking for aid. Don't be afraid to ask her for guidance. This queen is the kind of person who takes just as much delight in another's success as she does in her own. The Queen of Fire symbolizes living a full life and being fully present in every moment. Live a sensory life. Stimulate your senses, all of them. See, hear, listen, touch, taste. Your senses are a true gift. Put them to use. And again, Aries, this could represent your energy. Could also represent someone else in this dynamic, this group dynamic. I get the feeling, though, this is the person who's kind of making a decision. And again, with this group dynamic, it feels like everybody's an integral part, which means that if this Queen of Fire is making a decision to kind of step away from this opportunity, it probably means the rest of the group is going to have to reconsider what it looks like for them as well. So let's do the 5 of Water, 5 of Cups. Next, this one came out in reverse, and that means, of course, it is a potential blockage. There it is. This one's about 1/3 of a page. Here we go, Aries. The 5 of Water reversed is a gentle reminder that while it is okay to feel hard done by now and again and to allow ourselves to be swept up in one of life's many dramas, it does not serve us well to embrace a victim mindset on a long-term or permanent basis. There comes a time when we must unlock the emotional chains that bind us and walk free of them. The 5 of Water reversed may be asking us whether the moment that we have bound ourselves to has passed, and if so, to accept that what is done cannot be undone. Therefore, it may be time to stop gnashing our teeth, wailing and moaning and pointing fingers, for continued self-pity is likely to do nothing more than alienate others and hamper our potential. Remember, as always, that we play a part in every situation. We make choices, both passive and active, that influence every outcome that manifests. New and different choices can be made in the present. Choose to move forward. The 5 of Water reversed advises us not to be a slave to emotions in moments that no longer serve. It is time to stop feeling sorry for ourselves. This is a good reminder for just about anybody who's going through some kind of drama, conflict, fighting, whatever the case may be. Once it's said and done, once you work through it, once you've come to terms with it, stop feeling sorry for yourself and get over it. Move on. And I do feel like there's a significant level of energy regarding that situation, especially with death and the 6 of Swords coming out here, the Knight of Pentacles, all indicating it's time to, move past this ending, allow it to go and move beyond and make some good positive decisions with regard to the relationships connected to this. What wasn't meant to be, wasn't meant to be. And it's time to let it go. And don't wallow in self-pity, because that's not going to serve you at all. Okay, emotions and intellect. So the 11 cards are about balance, and when they're in reverse, it just means that there is an imbalance. So I do need to read the full card meaning for the upright meaning for this particular card in order for you to get a sense of what it's all about. They are kind of long. This particular one is not too bad. This one's only about a page and a half. Some of them are like 3 pages long. So this one's not overly expansive with its meaning. So it won't be too long for you. Anyway, Aries, let's go ahead and get on with this one and see what it's all about. The 11 of Water is a balancing and realignment card that addresses any emotional disharmony that may be influencing your choices and environment. It also represents the need for us to see the whole and how an imbalance can affect it. Love and fear. How many times have you heard someone say that a choice or action was made from a place of fear, or was born of a person's insecurities and doubts, or was born of love? When we are attacked by others, we may react and retaliate because we are angry and afraid, but we may also act because we have a love for ourselves and wish to address an injustice and prevent further injustice. We may choose not to take a risk or make changes in our lives because we are afraid of an unknown future, but we may also choose not to take a risk that may alter our lives because we love the life we already have. We may be plagued with doubts, but we can also be blinded by love. What motivates our actions the most, fear or love? The truth is that most of our actions are motivated by both in equal measure. Fear and love, like creation and destruction, cannot exist without one another. They can even appear to be the same force depending on one's perspective. What motivates you to walk away from a friendship or relationship that is causing you hurt and dis-ease? One person might say that you have walked away because you are afraid of being hurt further. Another might say that you walked away because you respect and love yourself and know that you deserve better. Who is right? In most situations, both are right. You are afraid of being hurt again, and you do believe you deserve better. You may also be motivated to stay in that relationship because you are afraid to leave, or because you are so in love that you are willing to forgive the one who hurt you and give them a second chance. The 11 of Water signifies a need to see that you are often motivated by both forces at the same time. Love and fear are two halves of the same whole, and each flows into the other. However, an unhealthy imbalance can occur when fear becomes the dominant force and prevents you from breaking free of painful situations or relationships, thereby preventing you from leading a happy and productive life. The 11 of Water also addresses the subject of suppression and expression. Suppressed emotion can lead to illness. Emotional stress can manifest in the form of depression, anxiety, high blood pressure, inflammation in the body, and in turn disease. It's spelled D-I-S--E-A-S-E, so I pronounce it disease, but I think it's one and the same. Disease. In this case. There can be real and life-threatening consequences to suppressing fear, anger, sorrow, and other weightier emotions. The 11 of Water does not suggest that life is meant to be lived on an even keel. Life will always offer up moments that will have us shouting for joy, or conversely suffering in silence. But if you express instead of suppress, you will move through life with more ease, as opposed to living a life of dis-ease and suffering. It is important to be proactive and mindful when it comes to your emotions. Never ignore them. So there you go. You know what? Frankly, I love these cards. I think that A, the Queen of Fire gave us a little bit more clarity on who this reading is for. That's you, Aries. And B, the fact that you are working through something that looks like it was pretty difficult and challenging and hard, and maybe making decisions based on emotions rather than intelligence. Using your heart over your head, which doesn't always work, especially when it comes to matters of business, working with other people, collaborating, building something, creating something. Just because you're attached in an emotional way doesn't mean that everything you plan and everything you do with the people that you love is going to work out. That's what I got from this card. And so what I think is important with this reading, Aries, more than anything else, is, for me, it's a reading about someone who is letting go of an opportunity that simply wasn't meant to be, because it was causing what appears to be grief with the connections that were involved with this opportunity, and putting those connections at risk. And you've got to set your priorities. You've got to decide what's important. And in this case, the relationships were more important than the opportunity at hand. So Aries, I'm going to leave that here. I hope this reading resonated. I hope that it was enjoyable for you. And more importantly, I hope that it was helpful to you. I really appreciate you joining me today. If the reading did resonate, please like, share, subscribe. Leave a comment if you want to. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Take care.